In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about the oldest rookie in NFL history. This story was so inspiring that they made a movie starring Mark Wahlberg that played Vincent Papale, a 30-year-old Philly native working as a bartender barely making ends meet. But Vince's luck begins to change after hearing that the new coach of the Philadelphia Eagles is going to be hosting open tryouts.
We actually had an open house camp.
And Vince showed up and showed out running a 4.5 40, impressing all the coaches, landing him a spot on the team. And this is where we're going to begin our journey as we put Vince Papale in Madden 25. If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Show some support and help me reach my goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers. Starting at a 90 overall, we're going to be hitting the practice field right away, and this season we're going to be playing wide receiver as well as special teams. And after receiving a gold medal in training, we're going to make it known to the coaches that we want to become a starter right away on this team. Now getting into our first preseason game, we're going to be battling the Baltimore Ravens. Starting on kick return, and Papale is only able to get it to the 20-yard line. We're already down by one score and looking to drive the ball down the field. Coach is going to give Vince a chance to run with the ball. After making two defenders miss on the next play, we're going to see that they're running a cover 3 and splitting the defenders. We're going to get an easy touchdown, and that's the first one as an Eagle.
Yeah. A&E. Fast Track Studios. Recording live. Yup.
The game's at 7-7, it's the end of the first quarter, and now the starters are coming out and the substitutes are coming in. We're going to simulate to the end of the game, and we're going to come away with the dub 19-14, but now it's time to get into the regular season. But before we get into week number 1, we're going to get into our depth chart and make sure we're starting number 1 at kick return. Playing the slot as well as special teams, we're ready for our first game, and it's the season opener, and we're going to be playing in Brazil against the Green Bay Packers. We get held to a 4th and 1 on our first drive, but our defense is going to get a stop, getting us back on the field. And it's Vince taking his first punt return of the year. We break the first tackle, but we get murdered by 2 more defenders, and it looks like Papale is going to go down with an injury. Vince is now limping off the field, and he's definitely not going to go back in the game. Helmet's off, and right there we get taken down, and it looks like he's grabbing for his leg. And of course, the first game of our rookie season, we get injured, and it's a dislocated ankle, and we're not going to be able to return for this game. With that type of injury, we're probably going to be out for multiple weeks, so we're going to go ahead and simulate through this game. Luckily, the team's still going to get a dub even without Vince with the final of 14-10. At least the team is getting that dub, but Vince, now to find out how long he's going to be out, we see we got that new injury, and with that ankle, we're going to be out for 7 weeks. And since we can't play, we're going to go ahead and simulate through the middle of the season. Skipping all the way now to week number 8, we're going to be playing the Cincinnati Bengals. We have a record of 4-2 going into this game, so our team was able to hold a decent record, only losing 2 games. And Vince is going to start his comeback game with an easy touchdown on an out route, and that's going to be his first regular season touchdown. Defense was able to hold the offense to only 3 points, only getting a field goal, and now we're going to show up here on offense, getting a big play right there and running it all the way into the end zone. Vince showing out on the comeback game with already 2 touchdowns before half. Now we're in the third quarter, 14-10, we're leading this game, and with the big catch there, we're going to get us near the logo, but this pass gets intercepted. It's a bad pass from the quarterback, picked off by number 20 from the Bengals. And after that play, they're going to drive the ball down the field, but it's going to be a sack that holds them to a field goal. We still have a chance here, but again, he throws another interception, and this one, he's going to run it all the way down for a pick 6. And for the first time this game, we're not going to be leading. It's number 55. I believe that's a middle linebacker getting that pick. And here we still have a chance, and we get a big play here, getting it all the way into the red zone. We're only down by 1 score and still 4 minutes left of this last quarter. If we want to win this game, we can't afford any more mistakes, but we get the team in a good position here, and Saquon Barkley is going to drop the ball. He fumbles it near the goal line, and that's another mistake, giving the ball back to the Bengals. But here our defense holds them to a punt, and we're going to get the ball near the middle of the field, and another big catch from Papale here, getting all the way into the end zone. Vince is definitely making all the big plays trying to get this dub, and now we're going to be all tied up 21-21. Bengals driving the ball down the field, but they get held to a field goal, and that's going to give them the lead, but we get the ball back here in the fourth quarter with 50 seconds left. And somehow this is going to be the most unlucky game, and it's Saquon fumbling the ball for the second time in the fourth quarter, and the Bengals are just going to kneel the ball and win this game 24-21. Currently ranked 4-3 after that loss, we're definitely going to have to start racking up some wins. Vince definitely had a good comeback game, but it was all those mistakes that resulted in the loss. Now moving into week number 9, we're going to be playing the 4-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. Starting with the ball on the very first drive, our quarterback obviously didn't take any notes from the last game, throwing a pick right away on the very first pass. If you're still watching this far in the video, then hopefully you noticed that we haven't been using Jalen Hurts, but instead, the actual quarterback that Papale played for in 1976. If you know the name of this player, then comment his name down below. The game's still at 0-0 in the first quarter, and this drive is going to get ruined by a blitz, and he gets taken down, giving the ball right back to their offense. Jacksonville driving the ball down the field, and it's going to be Trevor Lawrence getting in with 3 yards for an easy touchdown. And with only 15 seconds left before halftime, Papale's going to get all the way into the end zone to tie this game up. We're going to get the ball back here in the fourth quarter, and the game's still tied up 7-7, and this is going to be a low-scoring game. After getting all the way in the red zone, the quarterback ruins the play and throws an interception, giving the ball back to their offense, and it was Tyson Campbell with the pick. And it looks like our defense was able to get a safety, giving us 2 points. Now we're up 9-7, and we got the ball back in our hands. Vince not able to get the first down on 3rd and 15, but we are able to get the field goal, and that's going to end this game 12-7. Vince ended this game with a wild 21 receptions and almost 400 yards, getting 398 yards this game. After that insane game, we're still not in top 3 for receiving in the league leaders. Headed into week number 10 with the 5-3 record, we're going to be playing the 4-4 Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas. Starting the game in the first quarter after our defense holds them to a punt, we're going to get the ball here, and Vince gets his first big punt return. Breaking a few tackles, we're going to get the ball all the way down near the 40, and now continuing on, getting near the red zone, and the ball gets picked off, and another interception from our quarterback, and they're going to get it down near the logo. Number 28 on the Cowboys defense jumping up and getting that pick, giving them the ball, but we're going to get a knockaway pass, getting us back in the red zone, and here off a run play, we get our first touchdown of the game. With all these touchdowns, Vince is definitely making his way to become wide receiver number 1 and make his way off special teams. CJ and Williams making some stops here on 3rd down. We hold them to a field goal, and their kicker is going to miss it. He's going to hit the uprights, and that's going to keep us in the lead 7-0. Looking for another touchdown before halftime, the quarterback is going to fumble the bag once again, and he throws the ball right to the defender, right to his hands, and that gives the ball back to their offense. Our defense is going to hold the Cowboys to another field goal, but this time it's going to be a field goal made, and now the game's at 7-3. After this field goal, we still have about 2 minutes left before halftime, so we're looking to get another touchdown. Vince with the weird out route, but he's going to get it all the way to the 30-yard line, and now we're in good scoring position with still 2 minutes left on the clock. Vince is going to miss that big play. He's going to drop the ball within the 5-yard line, but here, just trying to get that first down, we're going to get 1st and goal. In scoring position, we're going to hit a zig route going inside, and it's enough for a touchdown, giving us a 2-score lead. Vince is showing out in this away game, getting multiple touchdowns, and now after halftime, we're in the 3rd quarter, and we get a big catch right there from our tight end, getting us in the red zone, and we finish off with another touchdown before going into the fourth. The Cowboys still haven't scored a touchdown, and they get their first one here in the fourth quarter of the game, and desperate to try and win, they're going to go for an onside kick. But Micah's going to catch it way too early, giving the flag, and now we got the ball back in our hands. Vince making a sideline catch, and it looks like we definitely stayed inbound, so we're going to challenge this play. We definitely had possession. It was a clean corner route, and he catches that, keeping his feet in bounds, and they're going to review this, and it looks like we're going to keep the ball. After that first down, we're only going to hold possession up until 3rd and 8, and here we can't get that first down, so they hold us to a field goal, but we're still going to be in the lead by 3 scores. The Cowboys don't have enough time to catch up, and we're going to win this game with the final of 23-10. Vince with another great game, recording 10 receptions for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Vince is leading his team in this winning streak, and in week number 11, we're going to be playing the 5-5 Washington Commanders. Starting the game in the first quarter, and coach gives us another opportunity to run the ball, and we're going to take advantage of it, and we get open field all the way into the 15-yard line and hurdle all the way over a player, getting us in the red zone. After that big run, we're going to finish this drive, getting into the end zone after an easy pass, and we get tackled, but not before we get the 6 points. Vince is racking up his touchdowns on the year, and now defense back on the ball, and here we're going to get an incomplete pass, but right away we're going to get tackled on the punt return. Trying to go for a big play on first down, but the defender's going to meet us all the way and make us drop the ball. After Vince makes a big play in the middle of the field, that gets us in the red zone, and Saquon Barkley is going to finish this drive, getting a touchdown all the way into the end zone from a passing play. The Washington Commanders with the ball now, driving it down the field, and they get their first touchdown from Jaden Daniels. With 2 seconds left before halftime, we're going to try a big play right there, and it misses, and here we're also going to miss the field goal, holding it to a 1-score game. In the third quarter now, and we get a big play here on 2nd and 14, and Vince drops the ball, and now trying to get first down, the ball gets picked off, and he comes out of nowhere for the interception and getting down near the logo. Our defense gets on the field now. We get an interception of our own, putting us back on the field, rushing now, trying to make a play, and that spin is not going to get us first down. We're going to have to punt the ball, giving the ball back to the Commanders. The Washington offense not having a good day, a drop pass on 3rd and 7, and here we got an opportunity to get another touchdown here with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Just wasting time and kneeling, and with a few seconds left, we're going to get a field goal to end this game 17-7. Vince Papale recorded 6 receptions, getting 89 yards and 1 touchdown, and getting 3 drops this game. Not wasting any time before this next game, Vince is going to be going to California, and in week number 12, we're going to be playing the Los Angeles Rams, coming in at a 7-3 record. Probably one of the better teams we've played this year, and it's a Sunday night primetime game, and to get it started, Vince is going to get a big catch here, getting it all the way into the end zone, getting tackled near the end after a hurdle, but getting all the way in there to get us 6 points. After that huge TD to start this game off, the Rams are going to go down the field themselves and get their very own touchdown from their running back Kyron Williams, and now we get the ball right back with the game tied up at 7-7. Vince making a move here with that spin, getting the ball all the way near the 40, and we're going to start this drive on a good note. A bad pass here on 3rd and 16 from the quarterback, and that's going to hold us to 4th and 16, and we're going to punt the ball, giving the ball back to the Rams. Right away, they're going to get a 44-yard touchdown from Cooper Kupp, putting them in the lead by 1 score. And somehow, with only 3 seconds left, we're going to get a catch here and run right through the offense, getting us a touchdown before halftime. Getting into the second half of the game, we're going to start into the third quarter. After this nice little zig route right here, we get into the end zone, putting this at 21-14. and now in the lead with another touchdown from Vincent Papale. After our touchdown, they're going to get one of their own once again from Cooper Kupp, and now with 43 seconds left of the fourth quarter, we try to make a big play and it almost gets picked off. We got a run play here with 30 seconds left and trying to make a block. We block one big defender right there, but it's Saquon Barkley getting all the way into the end zone, running near the outside, and that's going to put us in the lead. And with no time left, they go for a Hail Mary, and we're going to intercept it in the end zone, and that's going to seal this game off. We're going to win 28-21. Vince ended up recording 9 receptions for 166 yards and getting 3 touchdowns this game. That last win ended up getting Vince the NFC Player of the Week for the first time this season. And if the playoffs were to start today, then we would be the 3rd seed playing the Rams Sunday at 4:30 p.m. But now we're getting into week number 13 playing the Baltimore Ravens. Starting off in the fourth quarter of this game, it's going to be a 21-14 game. We're down by 1 score, and here trying to make a big play, we get first down, try the hurdle, and we're going to get down near the logo. We need the touchdown here late in the fourth, and after that spin move, we get in good scoring position, and now it's going to be our running back 26 getting all the way into the end zone. And somehow with only 1 minute left, the Ravens are going to get a 51-yard touchdown, and that's going to seal this game off. It's the last throw, a Hail Mary, and we're not going to get the ball. It goes out of bounds, and this game ends with the final of 28-21. Vince recorded 8 receptions for 158 yards, but still not getting the win and getting 2 drops this game. After that loss, we're looking to bounce back in week number 14, and this week we're going to be playing the Carolina Panthers. Another low scoring game, so we're going to start here in the fourth quarter. We're down again 28-21, and we need a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter, and with 2 minutes left, it's Saquon Barkley getting all the way into the end zone, tying this game up. Different than the last game, now we have an opportunity to win and get the field goal kicker in range, and we're going to do that here with a big pass to Papale, getting him down near the 40. Making a big block right here, giving the running back some room. He's going to get tackled for 3rd and inches, and here with the field goal, we're going to get a big miss. It hits the uprights, and it's going to be no good. After that miss, it's going to send this game into overtime. 30 seconds left, the game's still tied up, and with this wheel route right here from Vince, he gets wide open over the linebacker into the end zone, and we're going to win this game in overtime with the final of 34-28. After that win, we're going to be the number 2 seed trailing the Lions, and now getting into week number 15, we're going to be playing the 10-3 Steelers. Another away game looking for a dub, and Vince is going to simulate through this game. We're going to be getting into the fourth quarter down by 3 points, and the score's at 10-7. Held on 3rd and 5, we're going to miss the field goal, and they're going to hold their lead of 10-7, and with another opportunity here, they're going to increase their lead to 13-7, and now with only a minute left in this fourth quarter. The quarterback is going to make a beautiful throw, and Vince gets all the way into the end zone with under a minute on the clock, and that's going to be a touchdown, and now we're in the lead, and now they have to come back to try to win this game. And with 40 seconds left, the Steelers go down the field with another field goal, and that's going to put them in the lead with 5 seconds left. Running a Hail Mary because we have no other option, and we're going to catch it in the middle of the field, but the safeties are there to make the tackle. Ending this game 16-14, another loss, but Vince recorded 10 receptions, getting 219 yards for 2 touchdowns and only 1 drop. After another loss, we're going to be dropping to the number 4 seed, but we're still going to have an opportunity here to play in the playoffs. Now we're getting into week number 16, and we're going to be playing the Washington Commanders once again, and now we're going to be getting into the fourth quarter towards the end of the game, and this game was a complete blowout. Commanders not even able to get 1 touchdown. It ends with the final of 17-0. Eagles are on top in the NFC East, and now it's going to be our last game in the regular season, and we're going to be playing the 6-9 Dallas Cowboys. This game went into overtime, but we had a chance here with the field goal, but it was missed late here in the fourth, and it could have got us the win. Now headed into overtime, and our defense is going to stop the Cowboys, and we're going to get a chance back on offense, and we get it down to another field goal opportunity, but this time it's going to be a make, giving us a win, and it ends with the final of 24-21. I thought our regular season was over, but it looks like we actually have one more game until we get into our wild card playoffs. And now, leading into what is actually our last season game, we're going to be playing the New York Giants, coming in at 6-10. And right away, jumping into the fourth quarter again, and it's 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and we're already leading, and they went for an onside kick that gets recovered by number 6. Milking the clock, and we come away with the win with the final of 21-16. We're now in the postseason, and we're the number 2 seed playing the number 7 seed, the Washington Commanders, and we ended the season with 1757 yards, 92 receptions, 19 touchdowns, with our longest TD being 73 yards. Hoping to win MVP, but we were injured half the year, but we still came away with Offensive Player of the Year. Now we're ready to get into our first playoff game. Vince is ready, and we're going to be playing the Washington Commanders in this wild card matchup. Starting on the very first drive in the first quarter, Vince is going to get a big play after a little corner zig route that puts us in scoring territory. Saquon Barkley coming through as usual, getting an easy touchdown right down the middle, and that's going to put us in the lead, but now we give the ball to their offense. And the Washington Commanders do the exact same thing, drive the ball down the field, and they end it with a rushing touchdown to tie this game 7-7. But just before getting into the second half, it's going to be our teammate number 11 getting a touchdown, putting us back in the lead and ending off with the dance. Now 17-14, we're going to simulate it through, and we get an interception here and another chance in the fourth quarter to increase our lead. Vince putting the team in good scoring position, and now it's Saquon Barkley getting another rushing touchdown, and we're going to be in the lead by 2 scores. With the pass knocked away by defense once again, it's another touchdown by Saquon. That's going to be 3 touchdowns this game. As the number 2 seed, we were supposed to win this game, and that's exactly what we do. We come in here and we're going to take this dub 28-7 and just milk out the clock here with only a few seconds left, and they're going to try beefing with our tight end number 65 and 25 getting into it at the very end of the game. Vince was able to record 9 receptions for 113 yards, no touchdowns this game, but also no drops. It looks like San Francisco got the dub against the Rams in the wild card matchup, so we're going to be playing them in a divisional round. And now let's get into it, our second playoff game with Vince Papale. The 49ers are coming in with an 11-6 record, and they're looking to take this dub and move their way into the NFC Championship. Starting off, and we're not going to be getting the ball until the second quarter of this game, and we're only going to be down by 3 points as they get a 36-yard field goal, and it's going to be Michael Badgley. And on our first drive, we're not able to get the first down. They're going to hold us to 4th and 1, holding us to a field goal to tie this game up 3-3. After tying the game up, our defense is going to make a stop, and after a few incomplete passes, we're going to get the ball right back with 2 minutes left before halftime. With the chance here to score and take the lead before half, our quarterback is going to make a horrible throw right down the middle, and the middle linebacker picks it off, getting taken down near the 40-yard line. Luckily, after that pick, they're not going to score a touchdown. They get it stopped down near the 34-yard line, and they get held to a field goal, putting them up by only 3 points, and the game's now at 6-3, and we try to get a big return here, and we get it all the way down to the 40-yard line and even more. We don't have much time left, so we're trying to get the ball in field goal range, and that's what we do here after a big pass, but our kicker is not going to put enough power on it, and it's going to be a missed field goal, and we're going to be down going into the second half of the game. Papale with another return, and we're going to go all the way around. This year we haven't gotten a touchdown from a return, but so far this game we're getting plenty of yards. That big return from Papale helped put us in scoring range, and there we get the easy touchdown from Saquon Barkley, and that's going to be the first touchdown of the game. The Eagles defense is continuing to make stops, not giving them that touchdown, and with another pass knocked away, we're back on the field in the fourth quarter, and over the top, we're going to celebrate right there. We could have got the easy touchdown, but now we're in the red zone in this easy wheel route over the top, and that's going to get us in scoring territory and another run here from our running back. That touchdown is going to put them out of range, and it looks like they don't have enough time. Only 4 minutes left of the fourth quarter, and they're pretty much down by 2 scores, and we're going to get the ball back, and they still haven't scored a touchdown. And now in field goal range, we give our kicker another opportunity, and it looks like it's going to get missed or it goes through, and that's another missed field goal. The coach on the sidelines upset, but we're still up 17-12. A late touchdown there from the 49ers, but all we have to do is milk the clock. We're up by 5 points, and here with 26 seconds left, a field goal try, and maybe it's good, but it looks like it was way too short, and that's another missed field goal this game. Hopefully our defense can hold them out of the end zone. They've been doing it all game, still no touchdown from the 49ers. And here back on defense, and we're going to keep them out of the end zone, and we take this dub with the final of 17-12. Vince Papale ended with 7 receptions and 122 yards, no touchdowns, but once again no drops, with our longest catch being 40 yards. It looks like Green Bay ended up beating the number 1 seed Detroit Lions, and we're going to be playing them in the NFC Championship. Looking for a dub here to get Vince into the Super Bowl. We have to beat Green Bay one more time, and now after that big win, they took down the Detroit Lions, the number 1 seed. We're going to be playing Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers didn't have a great record. They're going to be coming into this game with a record of 10-7, so we should be getting the dub here and moving on to the Super Bowl. Vince starting off with this kick return, and we're looking to go outside. No room down the middle. We spin, and we only move against 1 tackle, and we get down right there, injured once again off a kick return. An injury timeout. It looks like we're going to be sent off the field once again. Papale sent off the field with a pectoral strain, and the injury length is going to be 2 quarters long, so we're going to simulate through the rest of the game until we get Vince back on the field. Definitely injury prone due to the age, but here Vince is going to see the field once again in the third quarter with 2 minutes left. We're in the lead, and the pass is going to get declined right there by the defender. He sees it all the way. It's number 13, and now with the chance here on 3rd and 10, we're not going to get the pass knocked away once again. Forced to punt on 4th down. They're going to drive the ball down the field, and Jordan Love throws the touchdown to his tight end, and that's going to be 7 yards out, putting them in the lead by 1 point. And we get a wheel route right here to Vince Papale, but not a touchdown yet, and still making plays here. We somehow get stopped on 3rd and 5, not able to get the first down. We get held to a field goal, but it's going to put us in the lead, now up 16-14 going into the end of this game. The Packers have no trouble driving the ball down the field and getting another field goal of their own from 20 yards out, putting them in the lead by 1 point again. And now we have a chance here to get in kick range, and that's what we're going to try to do, but we don't have enough time. We try a big pass right here. We get open, but the pass gets knocked away. Unreal. With our last chance here to score, the pass is going to be incomplete, and the game's now over. We're going to lose by only 1 point in the NFC Championship to the Green Bay Packers, ending this playoff game with 3 receptions and only 49 yards with no TDs and 2 drops. Vince is not going to be playing in the Super Bowl, but still having a good season, getting Offensive Player of the Year, and getting his team all the way to the NFC Championship. We got injured twice this year, and Vince still managed to get his way to the playoffs and still had 1,700 yards for the season, almost getting 2,000. For playing as a 30-year-old rookie and playing behind a horrible quarterback, we still had a decent year. The season's now over, and that's going to be all we have for this video. If you like content like this and want to see more videos, then make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. And let me know what character I should put into Madden next. I'll see you guys in the next video.